I'm like, why is it so dark? The daggone light went off. What's up? Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, it's 10 people here. Hey, everybody. I'm surprised anybody even showed up. I was like, anybody gonna show up? I'm still getting my thoughts together. You don't know. Do you know about mineral silver, or they call it colloidal silver? Do you know about that? What it can do for your body? The nanoparticles in it? No problem. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming to chill and stop by, like, share, subscribe if you like. If you don't want to, that's fine with me. Hope y'all are doing well where y'all at. There's been a lot of craziness going on, some good, some bad. You know, I just been sitting back looking at everything and then trying not to look at everything at the same time because I'm going through my own stuff. And I was trying to make it through that. So that's what I'm here to share today. Hello. Oh, thanks. So sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. You're beautiful as well. Thank you guys. Y'all are all beautiful. I want y'all to know that. Say it to yourself every day. I went to the hair salon last month. Was it last month? This month. No, it was this month. And yeah, the hairstyle didn't last the whole day. Not even a whole hour after I got it done. It was so funny. I was like, I knew that was gonna happen, and I didn't think to get anything to wrap my head with. But I know better for next time. The weather here is very nourishing in some parts, in some way. So, anyway, what I came here to speak about is me getting and really reflecting on everything. that's been talked about up to date. Long of the short, I will say, as parents, we got to do better. And I mean do better as in tribal. And right now, tribally, respecting people's spaces, first and foremost. I think that's, hello, how are you? I think that's a definite, understandable, reasonable, something that can stay as common sense, right? Thank you guys for like, share, and subscribes. You know, um, we can still, you know, coexist around each other in different forms, right? In one building or one room or next to each other in separate buildings. This is something that happens every day, right? But tribally, they have fucking killed us. And it starts with our upbringing, you know. And today, I got hit with a hard memory. And that shit that broke my ass. And I was like, damn, that's like pretty much where it started, right? Well, at least one portion of the abuse as a child, right? My dad hit me, like, just not hitting me, like, literally, like, beating me for accidentally poking a hole in the chair I was leaning on, for one. And then just not wanting to do my homework. Like, it's not just not wanting to do it, it was a struggle. And that shit is still a struggle for me today, right? And I'm just like, I had to sit back and think about the actual abuse that I went through. And I'm like, in psychology, you know that the abuse that you go through can determine who you turn out to be, right? But it's up to you to change it. So some of my triggers, a lot of my triggers and trauma rely around paperwork. Paperwork. And it sucks for people to actually sit up there and literally try to demolish your whole life because they don't understand that one thing from what they didn't get to see from what you had experienced and learn how to heal. And it's like reaching back in a memory at the present time that you're at in order for you to understand who you are right now, to get them to understand. So it's like it's a whole, you know. And then people don't understand why some of those triggers and trauma you just break down crying like, fuck it, I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on forward. Fuck it. What else do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? How much can somebody beg? You do what? He said, like done. Oh, like done. But yeah, it's like, how much more do you want me to do? How much do you want me? Like, you can really try to heal something and it never heals or partially heals. And that's what this feels like, partially healing. And as far as tribal, like having somebody consistently that wants to be there to help you genuinely, to not use you, is a rarity, right? So you end up faltering into ideals of a relationship, um, a Stockholm syndrome type of relationship with your parents, siblings, a parasitic relationship, a draining, toxic relationship. And that's what you're learning throughout the day of you growing up. the days of you growing up, right? The lifetimes you have to live within this lifetime. That's how I can describe to you guys to think logically what we mean as in lifetimes. But a lot of us have to go through these experiences because we're built for it, and we can be able to heal and grow from it. This is something I never thought I'd be able to heal and grow from. Um, Not the paperwork part, but the part that's just about tied to that behind paperwork. And me only be able to control myself and not other people, right? And don't get me wrong. I know it's not over, but I always am grateful for the people that did help me along the way. The good and the bad. Why? Because it did show me how to be a better person and what to look out for and what I don't want in my life. And what I will not accept. And that's okay. Thank you guys. So, tribally. Oof. I'm not going back into details of how traumatic all my experiences been, most of them, and particularly with so-called family and friends, whether they've been adopted or not. It's just parents also got to learn every encounter that you can help your child, right? It's important. Don't take that for granted. And that means by the most simplest of ways, like, no, hold on, they can wait till later. My dad passed away when I was in the fifth grade, right? And I was just reflecting too on all the things that he told me I remembered. And there's a lot of stuff that I wasn't taught by family members that they were there. So it is crazy being gaslit into a damn near oblivion. That's only if I let it happen, right? Damn near oblivion. But the ultimate that did it for me that led up to this point was the gaslighting of the court. But it was helped. And then that help kind of diminished, right? When the caseworker said I murdered somebody. That should have questioned all of his mental health instability at that point. And I'm just like, so what the fuck, am I on the run? And then that's proven I'm definitely not on the run. So I'm confused as to what. Hey, and it's times when I have to reflect on this and the portion of my life as a child, and portions of my life as a child, or as a preteen, teenager, fucking pre-adult, adult, and adulting life, and rearing children and wife and all that shit, right? Single life, right? I have to reflect on all of that all at one time, and I'm just like, what is his mental health problem for him to tell such a lie? And for everybody to just bypass that and then just be like, no, this young lady right here is unstable and unfit as a mother. But like I said, paperwork had a portion to do with it, but then the other portion of the lies were outrageous. That I have no furniture. And I'm like, how are y'all sitting up on this table right here? And I'm sitting in a chair that moves and then there's other regular chairs sitting around and and it's all kind of what? If that was the case, I wouldn't need a storage. I'm pretty sure. I could definitely save money on storage if I didn't have furniture. Then that would mean I was held, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Then I could really save some money, right? That's the crazy allegations that came. That I mean, their mental health was not questioned, and now I'm questioning still now, like a confirmation, right? Come back full circle, questioning the the point of courts, the point of lawyers, and it's kind of like the devil's advocate, right? I definitely mentioned that. Definitely mentioned the devil's advocate. Okay, so and that's a movie. Y'all can go watch that. It's in my movie night playlist, probably number three, two or three, but I'm pretty sure more so three. Um, but yeah, um, it's really like that. It's really like that. Like they really try to take it to that degree, and they do. And we've talked about this, and in the new findings of the Epstein files, and it's not even new findings. It's just now being, revealed. But everybody that's included is doing what right now? Trying to destroy more foundations in people's, right? Is it ironic? I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I did say that, and the crazy thing about that is getting the intuitive downloads to watching the videos and listening to other readers and gathering all this other information and putting it together. It was just kind of wild, but it's just like, but common sense ain't common. Logical, what's logical, it really needs to be revamped as a person. Who are we really looking at as role models? And when I see these type of behaviors in courtrooms and caseworkers, and then I'm looking at my so-called peers, tribal members around me, and they have this type of behavior, and I'm like, bro, it's like it's sickening and it's disgusting. And yet again, this comes with self-reflection and accountability, right? Because somebody gotta want to be accountable for their actions. I thought this shit was going to kill me. You know how much anxiety I used to have back in elementary when I became aware of fucking war? Like, like, and they're talking about it and you're hearing it and it's like, damn, am I ever going to have children? To have children for what? But this kind of fight it's definitely different, but it's exactly how I pretty much described it. And that's very sad. That's sad to me. That is very sad to me for that to be an actual fact in how people function and how they choose not to change or see where. I mean, but where the fuck? The lying part for me, that's the part that really kills me, the lying part. And I'm just like, and I've told y'all time and time before, I will lie to save a life. Definitely. Definitely to save a life. But, people don't take into the effect of compassion, right? We talk a lot about compassion and forgiveness, healing. It doesn't mean you got to put yourself back in the fire, but to observe um, different perspectives is very important to understand as a whole to come to a resolve. This is what tribal leaders are for. Respectfully on all parts. So, and it comes back to who raised you, and then you have to raise yourself. It comes to the point who raised you, and then you have to raise yourself. You absolutely have to re-raise yourself. Uh, and I think, well, it is. It's tied into their childhood trauma too. So, and the entities that they entertain, they continue to entertain. But I'm weird though for being an empath. No, absolutely not. And why does this one keep? That's my shoulder that got messed up. So hopefully I'll be okay. So, anyways, just reflecting on since February, I thought it was like fucking December. It felt like December because it was so fucking cold. So February, this decision was made. Um, so I'm gonna see what's going on with paperwork. I can't, like, bro. This was a part of a reality, like my worst fear. And you know what? Did they say, Freak, who are usually worst fears? But good news too, as well. One of the people that were bullying me was bullying me, were bullying me, was bullying me at work. Um, she's been let go. And I was like, thank God. Um, I just hope people just start minding their business. Like, seriously. And if y'all haven't noticed, this is the longest time I've been able to keep a job, and that's only because management changed. And I thank God that that happened because I was about to lose my shit. I wasn't, but at the same time, boy, look, it's about testing patience. Tasting more than patience. Patience is a whole lot. Patience is a gentle, loving word. It sounds that way. But all the things that come behind patience, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy, effort. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot. And what does it say in the Constitution? That somebody that should be leading the country, right, should have those values, more ethics, and perspectives. Not trying to make more homeless people, bro. I'm seeing like more homeless people, bro. I used to cry so much when I would see homeless people when I was little. Help them, gave to them. So yeah, the some people just don't have the values of what they're supposed to in order to want to run the country, right? And that's just it. Period. Fuck talking shit and all that. Hell, shit's been said, and I'm like, this lady told me to go and vote. I want to look at her and say, did you vote for him in the first place? No, no lie. I don't know. So I didn't say anything. Respectfully. Respectfully. Okay, so we're almost at 30 minutes. Oh my God, it did not take as long as I thought it was going to take. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Because I also do this for days, like, but I had to charge it. It's been having problem charges since I put it in the fucking shop. Like, ugh, this shit is annoying as fuck. So, still just take time to get my thoughts together, but I guess that's what I needed though. Because I still been getting downloads, but y'all been seeing what's going on. And with no need for me to pop up this motherfucker. Like, for real. It wasn't. Y'all could see what's going on. Now on the TV, it's just like, this shit ain't being hidden no more. They doing it. They doing it. They said they was going to do it. That's what they doing. Hello. So, it is what it is, yo. People can be hateful all they want to. At the end of the day, it's your intentions. My intention is not to control, just to guide, bro. But I'm telling you from my life experiences, God, when I say this shit, I got to fight. I had to fight all my life, bro. And then I reflected on last year too recently. You know, I was like, no, it wasn't last year. It was the year before that. When I had got jumped, like literally hours before Mother's Day, I was getting off work, about to, like an hour before the fight happened, right? I got jumped by two boys and two girls. So, I almost lost my life then for real. I could have, and I didn't, that it's just like all the shit that I went through to fight for my children got me fucked up. Like, get up is not an option. I told these motherfuckers that I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't. Just say what you want. The facts is something else. It's something else. And I cannot, I can't be with nobody that's gonna talk crazy to me, yo. I can't do it. I can't. I realize that too. Like, I know that already, but it's just like sometimes people don't just try to kill you with words either. So it is what it is, right? Guide into healing. Just take it as that. That's my whole intention behind it, is the healing and the prevention, you know, of such situations happening, or the guidance as to where you can go. Where I'm at right now, they don't provide the same services as I got where I was at before. And that part definitely does suck. Not gonna lie, because that definitely could have helped in a preventative measure, but I believe that's capping this bullshit because why the fuck I can't get my records now? Like, that's a whole nother thing, too. Like, bro, when I tell you I have been literally fighting tooth and fucking nail for documentation, for all kind of shit. Like, and documentation is like, you know what I'm saying? That's my Achilles heel, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And that really is. I know it is. Um, that's why I can't say that's where I was getting help with. People would help me there with paperwork. Here, they would just want to do, I see, they just want to do paperwork. That's how they got people in the fucked up contracts in the first place. That's how all this shit started. That's how all this shit started, was bad contracts. But like I said, everything is a reflection from spirituality. All they did is reverse that shit. Now this shit gotta go back. It's coming back. I just want y'all to know it's coming back, regardless. And me knowing that, with my good ear ringing, thank God. You feel me? I'm okay with that, bro. Because I already knew my intentions, bro. I changed too much in my life. I fucking got rid of shit and people, places, and things that I did not need in my life. I didn't. But unfortunately, that came with uh, trying to rebuild a team. And sad to say, truthfully, team was not rebuildable where I went to. And that's just the fucking truth. It ain't no talking about nobody city. Ain't no bullshit like that. Y'all got me fucked up. Bullshit in the game. Take the bullshit in the game out. It just is what it is. And that's facts. There's no lying. There's no cap. There's no ragging. It is what it is. And that's factual. But as well is who you know. So, you know, it is what it is. Because being heartless is a choice and an option. If you want to make that your choice, you want to make that your option, that is totally and completely up to you. Um, I choose to keep mine, but it does make me more aware. And if more aware looks like to other people what it looks like, I don't care. Give a fuck. I'm over here minding my motherfucking business. You understand? So it is what it is. Um, yes, these people are still playing in my apartment. They is. They been playing and playing with my fucking meal. And to the point, I'm okay. Thank God. But shit is a pain in the ass. is really, it's disruptive to my everything. There's one thing I despise is entry to my own. I feel some type of way. And I am fasting right now. I was literally forced into a fast, but that's okay. But I understood what needed to happen. And then that was another trigger too for me. I was kind of thinking like, I think I be so traumatized to the point sometimes where I just start. I get sick. Well, I know, yeah, that is true. I do. I get sick. I get sick. That is true, and I know that too. I don't know. I kind of wonder if it's a few things. It's only because I only get sick at this one particular job, and no bullshit. I really get sick there. Um, and the whole day I'm fucked energetically, and it's just gotten so bad. But that's because it was on its way out, and I guess the ejection was the representation of, yeah, the shit that happened. That, I think that was good news, but it's kind of crazy how shit happens, and I just be having to be the source to cleanse it. And that shit's it sucks, but it's not unbearable. So I do appreciate. Oh, thank you for the like on the live. Appreciate that. So I do appreciate my gifts. And I laugh because y'all don't understand what it comes with. Those gifts, it comes with just, what I'm saying, just being able just to feel a lot. Feel a lot. And it can be very overstimulating. And a lot of times that's how I get overstimulated and I get overwhelmed is by that itself. Because it's just I've been that way since I can remember. But I just masked it. And it's crazy. I see a butterfly right now in the most funniest place ever. Peanut butter. But anyways, yes. So y'all, I'm still working on me, y'all. Shit. I mean, that's all we can do, right? And be the reflection of the examples that we want to be. And a lot of times, that's a lot easier said than done. Oh, that's my stomach. I got my detox tea. I mean, I'm literally fasting, and I'm praying and I hope that it goes for 90 days because I'm seeing results already. Um, and I just hope, yeah, I'll be okay. So I just hope that I'm going to get through this detox. I'm going to get through it, but it's just like y'all know it's a process, shit. And then what I'm saying, you got life outside of your dwelling, and they can be a whole nother space. And then yeah, we'll see. But I'm gonna do it as long as I can. I love resetting my body That is one of the most liberating things you can do is resetting your body and seeing how your mind, your body, and your soul recalibrates and how you can recalibrate it. And, it gets better. Um, Bro, my ankles haven't swelled and they did swell earlier this year. Probably like 2 months ago, maybe three. But I was doing a lot. So it was understandable. But like, bro, I can feel. And I did injure my left ankle. So, but I can still feel like my whole ankle. I can damn near there. And feel all the, the tendons and the muscle and stuff like that. So it's different. It is definitely different. So that took some time. Shit, the fuck. Everything takes some time to detox out your body and to calibrate and get different vitamins and different healing methods going in your life that works for you. It sometimes, especially when you don't have like money like that, it takes some time to get to know what works for your body. Okay, so just take it easy on yourself. Just really do. I definitely would recommend veganism. Um, like chlorophyll too. Not only mineral silver, no virus can live in it or around it. And it's very good to use, especially around this time, right? Along with some hand sanitizer. Um, yes, chlorophyll is very good, and your body is plant based pretty much naturally already. So when you do that, it's like a natural detox and cleansing at the same time on a molecular level for your cells in your body. Okay. Remembering my calves used to look like they are not as muscular as they used to be. Jesus. The stairs in high school, crazy. Got good legs. That shit is crazy. But other than that, I'm doing good. I still been playing this game, y'all. Y'all know I get my detective mode. You know what I'm saying? Unsolved mysteries ass mode. But at the same time, I was minding my business yet again. I was playing this game, trying to, role play. This shit is a mess. This shit is a mess. It's truly a mess, yo. Bro. Phantom stay having me dying. I haven't been watching him lately. But it can be very entertaining. It really can be. But I don't know. I'm not good at role playing. I'm not good at role playing. I've been said that. I will say it every time. I ain't got to lie. So I'm not good at role playing. I've been said that. So the reason why I'm not an actress right now. Be acting. So okay. Wait. Let me go this way with it. I'm playing with my shirt. So, anyways, if y'all stay to the end of the video, what y'all can do. I'm not giving them promotion. I mean, not with no promotion. I'm not giving them. I'm not gonna say it. And you know why? Because the higher ups in there, they abuse their authority. And I don't appreciate that shit. The disrespect is real. The communication is not there as it should be. So I don't know what to say. And then the discrimination is crazy. I try to work with any and everybody, but that, oh my God, y'all know how I feel about just people, period, right? And then the things that have been being done to different races other than us, but we get it all the fucking time, yo. Even from our own people, and then that's the part I be talking about. Like, so for that to be going on in this particular setting, what a game, mind you. For the admins to be doing what they done, the way I've been disrespected, um, is definitely authoritarian. And I believe that is just not right. And we understand that from macro to micro, understanding that that is what it is, right? It's like going in another universe, right? In the game, we talk about 1D, 0 point to 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and up, right? All the way up to the top. Going into another VR game, doing RP with certain rules, regulations, and then certain favoritisms towards certain groups. That shit is, it's just crazy, bro. And they showed me a different part of, and I want to be clear about this. This is one of the first time I've seen Haitians be like hateful towards Americans, like Egyptian Americans, like me, like Indian American, right? Along with Africans, some Jamaicans, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's kind of shocking to me, like it really is. And I'm like, since when did y'all have this type of animosity? Like, where did all this come from? Because I mean, and then I've seen that too. Like the girl that I had an interaction with that I worked with before that stole my social security card. Um, the jealousy, but girl, you saying you got a home man, your baby there, he gonna be marrying you, he got a job, he working, he got his own place, you can go there and you gonna stay there, you gonna go marry. Yeah, right. So I'm like, why? But they feel like we balling, and yet again I say tribal. Why isn't this a tribal thing? Instead of what's being done. Um, I, it comes back to that. And I'm just like, and then the part of history that unfolded, and I think I did pop in and say something about that when I found that video, or I'm saying, I'm saying it now. They are a part of who enslaved us here in America, the indigenous to this land. So I'm like, how is I'm confused? If anything, I should be feeling that type of way towards you. But yet again, knowing the history of America foundation is built unity, love, peace, harmony. We built like that. Like for real, in real life. Built like that. So just kinda it confused me, and I'm still trying to work through that and not label everybody as that. And it's not that definitely you can't possibly do that. Some people do though, but there's good people in it, right? Because I've not had all bad experience with every African I've ever ran into, or every Haitian or whatever Hispanic person. Because I've told you about some of my recent experiences. I've had some bad experiences, little, but these experiences are more adulting type. I'm gonna fuck up your rent. I'm gonna take your money and you're not gonna get it back, and I'm gonna make you have bad credit type shit. Like that. That's a whole nother realm of reality of what the fuck, right? So that's the type of discriminatory things I've been already dealing with in this way. So, y'all know it's a problem with abuse and authority, and I do have a problem with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's justifiable um, on any realm. So people are just gonna get what they deserve, and I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? I get what I deserve. I'm just ain't giving up, and I had to take a break. And I don't know when I'm going to post my next video, but thank you guys for still loving and supporting and like, sharing, subscribing, and still just being there, showing up for me, whether I show up or not. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Um, you know, and those who understand, I knew when I need a break because, man, I told you, I was surprised I was going that long. The last spurts of videos back to back to back to back. So, but like I said, it was definitely need to be documented anyways, and not only that, for people's help and guidance. It's cool. So I will see y'all. We right under an hour. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It could have stopped a long time ago. What? You know, we're good. We're good. We're cool. You know, and that's just what it is. Now, other things, we'll see. Some people be cloud chasing. I don't know. Some cloud chasers may come up on here. They may not. Shit, we'll see. Shit, they ain't gonna make me know. Never mind. They gonna have to reflect. Either way, they gonna have to reflect on something. Cause that's me. I'm me. I'm honest. I'm true. Like that's just what it is. Right? No lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I appreciate y'all for showing up and being here. And keep showing up for yourself. Um, I always tell y'all our feelings are temporary, right? They're not permanent. Um, there's more life to live. There's more to give. You feel me? There's more to do for yourself. So don't ever feel like the end to mean is ending your own life. God put me through that test, and I'm being put through this shit right now. And I was like, God, I'm gonna die if my children get taken from me. He's like, I'm telling y'all, Healing has a purpose. Getting in tune with yourself has a purpose. Remembering the things that you heard back then and how they align right now has a purpose. But, you know, at the end of the day, keep loving you, keep giving back to you, keep healing you because you're worth it. No matter what nobody says. When nobody says, really have a hold over my life, for real, you may deter, temporarily pause. You can never take what's mine, ever. I love so deeply. I really do. And I'm going to keep loving me regardless. Period. And I want my children to have that example and know what that is to still fight, to still love, to still forgive, and to not give up. That's the easy part. But then not so, because I really don't want to relive the cycle again. And I know I don't. So, love you guys. Love yourself. Never give up. And oh my God, y'all. The predictions are crazy. The intuitiveness is crazy. Um, I'm not bragging, definitely not bragging, but some people will really try to gaslight you into what reality they want you to live. So just know that you're fighting for that every day, every fucking day. And we should not go for these things and values of what people want to place on our lives, but where we are going and what our goals are matter the most. It is not impossible to obtain these goals. All right. So at least if they found me, they found a good thing. If it's just in passing. You feel me? I love y'all. Love yourself no matter what. Even the haters. They make you greater. How you gonna use it? Wait, how do I end stream? Is that how I end stream? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I'll show you how I be. Oh shoot, what's my battery on? I did pretty daggone good. I thought that thing was going to shoot. Okay, there it goes. Okay. How do? Yeah. Oh, there it goes.